Hey everybody, good afternoon. It's Mike here. Basically, on this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take all the new information that's come out about Ebola and the different worldwide things that have happened regarding it, and I wanted to put them all on one video. There's tons of little snippet videos all over, but at least that way all these links will be right in the description box, and it'll be easy for anyone to go and do the research themselves instead of trying to go and having to go here, there, and everywhere. So basically, I'm going to start off with right here. The World Health Organization on Friday declared that the Ebola outbreak is spreading across West Africa to be a public health emergency of international concern. This right here, the World Health Organization decided to come out and say that it is an international concern, and that's going to go right into what I'm going to show you next. U.S. Ebola outbreak possible. It is possible, they're saying, but it's likely not large. That's what he's saying. He's saying it's likely not to be large, but we should expect to see cases in the United States. How much I put weight into this guy, I don't really know. People with symptoms of Ebola will inevitably spread worldwide due to the nature of global airline travel. So he's flat out saying it will go worldwide. But any outbreak in the U.S. is not likely to be large. Not likely. But I'm going to show you in a minute why I don't really believe him. Likely not to be large. So that's that. By the way, that had just come out. CDC, Ebola spread of the U.S. is inevitable. It is inevitable. It's going to happen. It's probably already here. I still believe it is, and they just wouldn't tell us. By the way, if you watch my other videos, look at this. Look at the stock market, still in the green. Bomb away. Ebola's outbreak in the United States is inevitable due to the nature of global airline travel, like in the other article. There may be some duplicates on this, but I'm trying to give you all the different information so you can see for yourself. You can see multiple different sources, and you can know what's going on. All right. Now, did the creator of the experimental Ebola drug, the one that the secret serum they're talking about, he actually came out and said that he was talking about like the movie Outbreak, and he was saying, or Contagion, I forget which it was, but he was flat out saying that, instead of trying to control population via other means, just make a stronger virus. And this is the guy that they're making this miracle drug. He's in charge of this miracle drug, this vaccine, if you will, which any vaccine that comes from him, I sure as heck would not take. You can actually see there's links on this, but I'm going to leave links to everything. You can see for yourself on that. Sickening. Daily Beast, Ebola experts warn of an African apocalypse. And that actually was the CDC. The CDC was warning of an apocalypse. Now, it wasn't just an African apocalypse. It looks like an apocalypse out there. And if it starts popping them over here, it's going to be the same way. There's bodies everywhere on the ground, just laying in the street. It's insane. And here we go. That guy that was saying he wanted to kill at least 25% of the world's population. That's what he was saying. FDA lifts hold on experimental Ebola drug. So basically, they're trying to speed this thing up. They actually want to have people get infected with the virus and then use this experimental vaccine to see if it works. They want to try clinical trials. Okay, here we go. And this is what I was talking about how they're saying it wouldn't be that bad over here. CDC's lesser of evils, and this is Porter Blog, by the way. This is his site. Double standard on healthcare worker protection indicates they expect a large Ebola outbreak. CDC apparently has made a lesser of evil's choice to direct doctors and healthcare workers to risk their lives using only minimal PPE when treating Ebola patients. Prior to the outbreak, Ebola Safety Level 4 regulations limited to treatment of Ebola patients only had 22 hospital beds across the country, which had the required BSL-4 treatment rooms and spacesuits. Those regulations meant that if non-BSL-4 hospital had been exposed to an Ebola patient, the hospital would have to shut down the affected areas until they could be sterilized. It also meant that the doctors and healthcare workers exposed would be held under quarantine. Obviously, that methodology is not sustainable for a large Ebola outbreak, as the medical system would collapse. Our analysis indicates the CDC sees a real risk in the medical system collapsing from the adherence to strict Ebola regulations. As such, it's better to risk the collapse of the medical system from an actual spate of healthcare worker Ebola infections than it is to risk Ebola patients having no access to medical oversight. So in short, the CDC's guidance of Ebola safety spacesuits aren't required for non-CDC personnel is because the risk of Ebola spread is initially better reduced by getting Ebola victims into those facilities as opposed to leaving them with unfettered access to the public. Now it appears that most medical personnel don't have a clue why CDC would make such a double standard in healthcare worker protection, given that the cost of failure is death. This was an awesome article that he did, and his video was excellent as well. I suggest taking a look at that. CDC bombshell: Ebola spread to the USA is inevitable. Like I said, there's some duplicates. I want to give you different sites so you can see for yourself. Ebola, U.S. orders Liberia embassy families home. So Liberia, which is in the state of emergency right now because of this outbreak. Now we're saying, okay, all these embassy members, yeah, come on back. But yet they're telling U.S. citizens not to travel to Liberia, but we're going to take the people that are in there where the largest outbreak is. We're going to take them all. We're going to bring them back with that incubation period. That's going to be nice. Hopefully they're going to quarantine them. Now, this is something I wanted to go into here. Bioterrorism agents. This is on the CDC's website. Emergency preparedness and response. So the CDC has defined Ebola, as you can see right down here, viral hemorrhagic fevers, like filoviruses, Ebola, Marburg, Ebola though, okay, as a bioterrorism agent or disease. And that means the U.S. public health system and primary health care providers must be prepared to address various biological agents, including pathogens that are rarely seen in the United States. High priority agents include organisms that pose a risk to national security because they can be easily disseminated or transmitted from person to person, result in high mortality rates, and have the potential for major public health impact, might cause public panic or social disruption, and require special action for public health preparedness. So it's a Category A bioterrorism agent or disease. Good to know. Thank you, CDC. And here we go. WHO, Ebola outbreak in West Africa, an international health emergency. Like I said, it's an international health emergency. It's like they've already said, they've said it themselves. It's inevitable. But then you go and you look at Mirashima's video where, you know, they were trying to, the mainstream was trying to show the CDC hard at work, and his wife spotted that they were watching a baseball game. Hard at work, huh? And again, public health emergency. You know, it's, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I wanted to put up all this information. We already know it's airborne. I have other videos that could show you that. There's unconfirmed numbers, something like 22 potential cases in the United States now. At the same time, when I was, right before I was making this video, I wanted to, I almost forgot to put this up here. You know, this miracle drug that they're trying to rush along. This is, in his first public statement since contracting Ebola, Dr. Kent Brantley said he's growing stronger every day. Yep. That's a drug that a man who said he wanted to kill 25% of the Earth's population made, though. Would you want that drug? I wouldn't want that drug. No way. No how. So, guys, you know, be safe, be educated, do the research. If you can, sub to me if you aren't already. And I'm going to keep putting out the news. Also, check out some of the videos I made earlier if you haven't already. Some pretty good information in there, not Ebola related, regarding ISIS and some other aspects there. Also, I will be making a video. I didn't get a chance to with everything I was tracking down with ISIS there, and then looking up all this stuff. I will be making a video regarding, you know, ways to protect yourself, to keep down contraction at a minimum, and if you are falling ill, ways to help yourself. And also going to be talking regarding some changes they made to labeling when it comes to products and certain vitamins. Okay, you guys have a great day. God bless you.